If you're a new real estate agent, these are the 8 things that I wish someone told me on day 1. So I'm telling you them now, so hopefully I can save you some time. The first thing is that you are in an actual sales business. If you got into real estate and you don't realize you're in a sales business, you've got a whole nother thing coming. So if you did not expect that, it's time for you to learn what that means. That means picking up the phone, doing a lot of reach out to people, talk to strangers every single day. The best way to learn about sales is to dip your feet right into it and start talking to people. Have conversations where you're figuring things out on the fly. Don't go into every conversation with a script. Go into it with your personality. Just really try to be yourself. And we use this word authentic a lot of the time, but that it's kind of overblown. Just go have a conversation like you are with a family member, with a friend. Just talk about anything. It doesn't have to be about real estate. If people are interested in you, they'll ask you what you do, but have more conversations. And if you're shy about having those conversations, you can do simple things like messaging people on social media platforms, on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Great videos where you're having that dialogue and put yourself out there a little bit more. It's going to set you off on the right foot. You need your phone to ring at the end of the day. If you're in sales and the phone's not ringing, it means you're not doing business. Now, the second thing I wish I knew was skills. They beat marketing every single time. So your website, the fancy cards that you've designed, they're nice to have, but your clients, they hire you for how you actually make them feel, which is hopefully confident and that you are the right professional for them at the end of the day. And that comes from the skills that you actually have, whether that's setting appointments, negotiating for them, guiding people on their decisions. Skills first is extremely important, and marketing simplifies what's already there. So focus on your skills and then you can focus on your marketing. The third thing that I wish I knew was that you can beat a lot of these top producers out there by just mastering the market. Learn the numbers so well that you can sit down at the kitchen table and explain them to a child. Think about the new listings, the days on market, the sold count in your neighborhood. Explain them to yourself so you can explain them to others even more simply. Think about 3rd grade level when you're explaining things to people. What showings per offer mean, what preview versus buyer showing means, whatever the terminology is in the real estate industry, learn it all, redo it all into that 3rd grade level. Whatever that terminology is, go over it with a fine-tooth comb and memorize it. Every single month, you're going to get data from your board. Learn it, rehash it, and every conversation you have, you can drop little bits of that gold into it. The 4th thing that I wish I knew was getting a coach or getting a group of people who are like-minded that you can actually work with. You cannot afford to shorten your learning curve in this industry where we have almost 100,000 agents here in the GTA. Coaches are going to save you time. They may cost you a little bit of money, but they're going to save you time in mistakes. They're going to help you build your business so much quicker. And it's just so much easier than going solo. Real estate can be a lonely business. If you don't have anybody else you're working with, any mentors, any playbooks that you might have to your disposal, it's going to make your job a lot harder. That was my first 5 years. And then once I started doing mentorship through my last 5 years in real estate here, I have had such better success in the industry, just having some guidance on what I should actually be focusing on, what I shouldn't be focusing on, where I should put my time in my days, where are those money-making activities, and what am I doing that's just wasting a lot of my time. These are important things that you would not have or understand if you did not have a mentor. The beauty of working for EXP is I'm part of the Wolf Pack, and we are given thousands of dollars of free training, whether it's AI, social media, from that to 5 weekly calls on masterminds, putting yourself in rooms with people who are top producers who excel at a high level. It just puts you in the sphere of people that are crushing it in business, whether male or female. And hey, if you're around people who are crushing it, guess what? You are also going to produce at that same high level. So find something that works for you. If you're interested in learning more about what my community has, you can always shoot me a message or click the link in the description box down below to book a one-on-one call with me. Now, the next thing is your database is where your business is going to come from. I have been in real estate for 10 years. it has been predominantly, and when we say predominantly, we're talking like 85+% year after year, is repeat and referral. That is friends, family members, past clients, some local pros who have recommended us. Communicate consistently with your database. Have a email newsletter that goes out weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. Build a relationship with people. Give them real value. Don't give them that templated social media post, that templated newsletter with nothing of value. Give them value. People will come back to you when they actually need you to do something of extreme value, like help buy or sell a property with them. So give, 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 and make sure you focus on the people closest to you. I can tell you from experience early on, not focusing on family, friends, past clients, maybe in another industry, you are going to feel heartbroken when they use another agent, but it's your fault. You did not do the simple thing of just keeping your closest people up to date with what's going on in the real estate industry, what's going on in your life, and just being that person who is there if they have any questions. So I recommend you focus on that database before anything else. The next thing is have the listing presentation ready. You may not need it right now, but you are going to get a call one day and someone is going to want to sell their home with you. You want to know exactly step by step what it is you need to do. You're not going to want to create it the day before. You're going to want to have a simple template on what that looks like for every single client. Now, we've got templates for everything. I'm happy to share them with you as well, but you need to have some type of framework. If you're doing something over and over again, like a buyer presentation, a listing presentation, showings, whatever that is, you want to have a simple framework that you know what the next box you need to check is on that framework, and you will perfect the presentation. The more you do it, the more you will perfect it. So practice it on your family, practice it on your friends, whoever's willing to sit there and listen, or film yourself and you be the real critique. I don't like watching myself back, but it is something that is very important, especially when you are first getting into the market, and it might get you more comfortable on camera as well. The next thing is learn to price the properties in your market properly. How are you going to do that? Offer people free CMAs, anybody in that database that you've built up, because you've built up the database, right? Right? I hope you listen to that one. Reach out to everybody, let them know you are sending out a property valuation or a CMA, so to speak, at the beginning of the year or whenever you got into the industry, and just gather the information you need from them. Property address, maybe if they've done some renovations, things like that, updates, beds, bathrooms, all the essentials. Send them a video CMA. What I mean by video CMA is use a platform like Loom, record yourself as you're walking them through the comparative market analysis. Do not just go and create a PDF and send it to somebody. Create this through a video. They are going to be wowed by the effort that you've put into this. They're also going to be wowed because no other agent is doing this in the market right now. Do things that others aren't doing that are going to propel you to new heights early on in your real estate career. Don't wait until you're comfortable to do this. Get out there and do it right now. Now, the next thing is make as many contacts as humanly possible. If you can make 50 contacts in a day, 5 days a week, yes, I know that's 50 conversations, that's a lot, but pick a number that makes sense for you, that makes sense for your schedule. And if real estate is your full-time business, your job is to generate business, generate leads, have conversations, close deals. So you can only start by having more conversations and collecting people's information for your database. Do what you can via social media, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Build a database, make the phone ring. If you've got a phone, which you do, I'm sure you got a phone, go in your contacts list and message everybody. Call everybody. Let them know what you are now doing. You are in real estate. You're just letting them know, have that conversation, and see if they're willing to give you their information and be added to a weekly newsletter, a bi-weekly newsletter, whatever it is that you are offering. And if you're not offering anything, have an offer for when you have that reach out. Now, these are just 8 things that I wish I knew. There's a lot more things I wish I knew when I first started in real estate, but these are 8 that are extremely important. For me, the most important, if I had to pick one, would just be to have more conversations, If you don't have the conversations, you can't do any of the other things like build up your database or use those listing presentations that you've got, talk about all the statistics that you've used that memory to learn every single month. So my goal for you is pick a system, how you are going to gather people's information, even if it's just a simple Google Doc to start. If you don't have a CRM, do that. Collect their information, start building up that database so you can send them value every single month, and you are going to be on your way to a referral business like we've got here. And once again, if you are interested in what we offer at the Wolfpack with eXp Realty, we can always have that conversation. If you scan the barcode here or click the link in the description, we can have a one-on-one conversation of how we can help. Or if you're looking for more of a one-on-one coaching experience with myself, you can feel free to give me a text or call at the number here on screen. Thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next video. But before you turn this one off, if you're curious why I ended up at eXp Realty after 10 years at my previous brokerage, you can just click that video right here and you'll learn all about it.